Okay. If it's brown, drink it down. Ugh, these slogans, seriously. Oh man, that looks so gorgeous. Seriously. Do a little. What do you know? There's a number of things I need to do. Let's do that one. Halcyon Helen versus Brain Eaters. Okay, line point. Alright, Ellie and Pravati. Gotta want to kill them. Oh, you are encumbered from carrying too many items. Encumbered. You cannot sprint or festival encumbered. Melee, one-handed melee weapon. Oh, other buddy manufacturer unknown. Q. Interesting. That's a strong science weapon. Anti-swarm. Good God Almighty. Oh. That's right, Pravati confused that John. Ugh. Quick save. Just never know. Oh, it's just tour guides. The hell was that scream? You being in this line, you wouldn't even know we're in a gas giant. You just think we're in a ringed planet. Second largest planet in this system, the Halcyon system. You wouldn't even know. It rotates, I'm sure there's day and night. Every day and night have a slower rotation, so the day and night a lot longer apart. Below this is just oblivion. As that one dude's wife found out, that botanist dude's wife. Quick save again, because you just never know. You never know with these fools. Ooh. What's going on over there? Like a Fallout 4 settlement with those little fences. Amazing, they got tree and wood here. The wind. Guess it's the natural wind of this planet. If the wind ain't so bad below, but it's gonna destroy this place. Totally destroy it. Ooh.
I don't know what it is you're looking for, stranger, but I reckon you better get. I've had about enough of you and your ilk coming by with your searching questions and expectant looks.
Hermit's
I know
cabin.
you with those void
Cyrus
damn hunters,
Waldron.
and I know what you want.
Do you now?
Well, you ain't getting it.
What do you think I want, buddy? It ain't what you think? Lie. What void damn hunters are we talking about? I don't like your tone. Either there, old timer, I come in peace.
No, please. Don't insult my dang intellect, stranger. Nobody ever visits just because they want to gab with old Cyrus. No, they either want to poach me out of my land or poach me out of my best friend.
Oh, you're that old man, yes. I'm with the humps. Let me collect your land grant. You're your best friend.
Ah, I knew it! You'd quit asking if you know what's good for you.
Relax, I'm sure we can come to some agreement here. You know, maybe you're right. Maybe this was a bad idea. Well, so much for diplomacy. Relax, I'm sure we can come to some agreement.
Ha! Think
The
me a
system is all
plain
about deals,
fool?
isn't it? With
I know a
corporate stuff.
corporate greaser when I see one. You people only understand one thing.
Me, a corporate
force.
greaser?
Well,
Bruh.
I sure as hell have
Going
got
to be so
force.
insulting.
Carl, come here.
Captain. Is that Primal trying to talk to us?
Now, what is it you were saying?
Slug and gorgeous primal killing. If you owns the reserve, you and Kali will be safer.
Really? Oh, that's great news. Carl, you hear that? We're finally getting some help.
I take back everything I said about teacup canids being the worst pets.
Hey, I think she likes you.
Wipe you off the face of the earth. Is that a prime? What the hell is it doing here? Is this an odd situation? But I'm still...
Oh, why, that's Callie. I raised her myself when she was wee, and I was one of the first zookeepers at what would have been the Rizzo's all-natural caged animal park. Since Slug took the land complex over and the park was scrapped, she's been my sole companion. Reckon Slug noticed. They figured this place safe enough to entrust me with the land grant for the reserve. Something about it being safer from corporate espionage. Wouldn't expect a stranger to do an unsolicited kindness to a... I suspect you'll find the hunters that have been after me beyond the hills on the other side of the river from here. See if you can convince them not to poke around here.
Okay, I'll do what I can. Good God. Closer from that location. Let's see on. Hold on. Versus the brain eaters. Dear them hunters.
Commander, you ever wonder why they put lights on our armor?
You return. I hope you bring news.
Your ass, what's your problem with this old man?
You mean you don't know the story? This atmospheric complex was first annexed due to some backhanded and admittedly shrewd legal footwork on Slug's part. Rizzo's ownership of the complex was lost. Now we rent it from Slug. I seek only to have what was stolen returned to us.
Oh God. Look bad either way.
What is it? Ah, I knew it! You'd quit asking it. I ain't took orders since my time as a Rizzo's. Carl!
I take back everything I said about...
Now. I should have stopped you, and I'm not...
Their mistake.
Step up, Captain!
Being you!
I feel bad. I feel kind of guilty. Since when have I been on the corporal side? There she is, the milk collector.
Commander, you ever wonder why they put lights on?
You mean you don't know this? Due to some backhand, I seek only... Oh, you void-damned sprat fuck. To arms, everybody. The old man...
Make him run.
Waste of company ammo.
Damn, bruh. The captain's dead. And you're on next, ladies. Shit, bruh. Maybe I should just attack him.
Commander, you ever wonder
Waste of company ammo.
Damn, what the hell? Curious, what are they hitting me with?
Commander, you ever wonder why they put...
Feel bad for killing her, Victoria Foxworth. Feel bad. Damn, either way the choice sucks.
Ah! Oh, me almighty, you know how to... Ah, you're right, Cal. How could I forget? Oh, here's a reward for your trouble. Carol and I will enjoy our time out here in peace, thanks to you.
versus the brainy tours. Bill Hopkins.
The profit of profitability of it.
No, I have not. Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. Profit of profitability. Get on that island, of which, if it were to just start falling, oh boy. It would be destroyed by the atmosphere. Now it goes down by the weather. Oh boy. We're lucky if they're getting fuel from the atmosphere itself, but then they should be fine. Bellhop Owens is dead. Oh god. No, it's just a little bit poisoning was.
Here they come!
Your effect to better full combat effect to increase damage. Let's do that. Yes, ma'am. Our body. Halcyon Helen versus Boranitas Chapter Z. Oh, here we go.
I just wanted to make you smile.
What's wrong? I wanted to make you smile.
Oh boy.
Inspector, good to see you. Let me just grant you access and...
Cedric
welcome to the Parade
Camp.
Spaceport.
Okay, oh, this is the spaceport, huh? Boom. Conservatory. Forest and jungle. I haven't gone to these two yet. Security, most of it's good about this building. Two, three. Go either way. Bruh. Rise Spaceport. Interstellar Championship versus Rangers versus Spacers Chosen.
I don't like the way...
Hey, you! We've been looking for you, and by we, I mean Slug. Been real busy sniffing around Eridanos for clues, haven't you, Inspector? See, Slug Light Underground don't like that much.
He's trying so hard. It's actually kind of sad.
Should have kept your nose where it belonged, Inspector. Slug's sick of all your meddling in their affairs.
I see.
Our affairs, I mean. We're... Draw, you damn breadworm!
I'm an inspector, so that's sticking my nose where it doesn't belong with my job.
Well, you ain't gonna stick that nose.
Dilated pupils, rapid breathing, I had to turn to training for courage, huh? Oh, then you're saying Slug asked me to investigate, and now it wants me dead.
Quick, everyone! Get him!
Incoming! Get him!
Damn, brother. It's kind of funny how they just went flying. Got a job for anyone with a ready hand, empty pocket. There's an inspector looking into the murder of Halsey and Helen. Tear this 40,000 bits plus all the enhancing chemicals you could ever want. I see.
Greetings, non-criminally associated individual. The Rizzo's constabulary bureaucrat, please.
Grand Colonial Kitchen security footage from your archive.
All requests for security footage require a nominal compulsory bribe.
Android host to energy on a bit process.
Error. Bit processing unit has been removed, temporarily surpassing bit fee request. Funds will be requested from Rizzo's leadership with interest
Yeah, that should be.
at a later delivering footage. Thank you. If you would like a...
No, I wouldn't. Did you say something about manifestation?
Checking logs. Limitation 1. Limit. Error. You... How may...
Spencer. Get the cannon. That's one little town.
I don't know what to make of Sublight Underground. Or Slug, I guess.
You got an
I
appointment?
can't shake the feeling they had something to do with Ms. Helen's death.
Appointment?
I just speak to Cedric.
Yeah, that's why you're here. Appointment?
right now.
Not entirely out of the question. Convince me.
Persuade. I could put in a good word with Cedric about his incredibly helpful secretary.
Wouldn't mind a new bolter pistol. I've fired mine so many times the tips nearly fell off. Let's give Mr. Kincannon a ring. Mr. Kincannon, got a person of interest here to see you. Think they've got business.
That sounds like our inspector. Please, send him up.
Do that.
Why, if it isn't the inspector, I was hoping you'd swing by. Here for my alibi, I assume.
Oh, you seem well prepared. Surprisingly, not surprisingly, I don't know what to say. Okay, kinda caught me at a awkward momentum, bruh. Later, first I want to finish all that nonsense outside.
Another murder? Drunk Raptidons? Black Hole Birdie practicing his hacking in the middle of the street? Stop me if it's one of those, or I'll just keep guessing.
I had a run with some slug agents.
Sounds as though you've already sorted it out yourself.
Why is it chaotic, dude? They all had this under control.
Slug uniforms do seem to go missing from the hotel laundry with impressive regularity. Easy enough for someone to nick a few. Now ask yourself this. Why would anyone give thugs slug gear and send them after you?
Clearly whoever's behind this wants me to put me against slug.
Right again, Inspector. But I can't fathom who would benefit from tarnishing my reputation like that. Can you?
Please, if you come with anyone else giving you a work relationship.
You said it, not me. So, as you've deduced, I did not send anyone from Slug after you, nor is it likely they assigned themselves that task. Still, I am sorry for the trouble, Inspector. With that settled, I assume you'll want to know where I was the night of Hellen's murder.
Damn right I do.
Let's see. That night, I was... torturing Elliot Nasser for information on missing cargo. That was a messy one. Didn't break until nearly noon the next day. Can you imagine?
Sick bastard.
An excellent question. I had his body dropped off the edge of the land complex. I'm not sure what happened to it from there, scientifically speaking. Maybe it dissolved? Ultimately, though, it doesn't matter.
Oh,
You'd
boy.
be a fool to believe me, regardless of what I told you. People lie, and I am, incriminatingly, people.
Damn, that's what y'all do here, just toss people off the land into the gas giant to be destroyed. Dissolved, I guess. Should be murdering someone else. Oh, you're a real piece of shit.
Watch your tongue, Inspector. I'd hate for one of my people to overhear you insulting me and decide to cut it out of you.
You are a piece of shit.
I digress. The point is, I've admitted to being elsewhere the night of Hellen's murder. Besides, I have no motive. Why in the name of the architect would I kill Halcyon Hellen? She was making me a fortune.
The hell's dead than net loss for Slug?
I'm considering a line of commemorative merchandise. Still, that's nothing compared to what Hellen would have made us in the long run. I'd offer to assist you in your work, but I have a mystery of my own to solve, I'm afraid.
Take the guy you torture wasn't supposed to be missing cargo then.
Oh, Elliot stole from me, all right. Alas, you're right in that his was a singular isolated incident, and as such, does not resolve a concerning broader trend. Items are disappearing from Slug's storage and processing warehouse. The thefts began a week before Hellen's unfortunate death, and there have been more instances since. Before you ask, I know the difference between cargo going missing and cargo going missing. This is the latter.
What's gone missing specifically?
Nothing unsavory, and nothing Ludovico shouldn't know about, if that's your concern. I'm quite serious when I say Slug is a legitimate business. As to the specifics, I'm not sure. The warehouse foreman should be able... Before you ask, I know the... I'm not sure that the thefts began mere days before Hellen's untimely... I'm not a man who believes in happenstance and...
Guarantees doesn't right. Me.
Has it? I wonder. How much of your luck has been luck, and how much are you downplaying as chance? Regardless, this will be fun. You out in the field, chasing down leads. Me, scheming in my office, preparing to unspeakably mangle the perpetrator. Oh, I never subcontract out that type of work, Inspector. You'll want to speak with Ella Tinsley, the warehouse foreman. I've cleared her as a suspect myself, but should... No, I'm joking. If she won't cooperate, tell me, and I will shoot her. And do feel free to search my office for clues while you're here. Don't hold back on my account.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This copy of TK contains 142 fewer pages than a standard copy. The missing pages were likely removed to create sufficient space for the hidden listening device inside.
Right. The restraint must be here somewhere.
You figured that out just by looking at it? Huh. We ought to talk shop one of these days.
Inspector, please consider speaking into the device in order to trace the transmission and reveal the receiver's location. Poor woolly cow impression transmitted. Transmission analysis complete. While the precise location of the receiver could not be pinpointed, it has been narrowed down to a smaller, approximate range. Analysis inconclusive. However, there is a the area within a 0.5 meter that is...
What's that you found? No, wait, don't tell me. Let's save it for the big reveal once you've solved the case.
If I were the killer, I'd hide the body in one of those crates. No one would find it for years. Somehow, I don't think the freelancers and sublight agents are
Loading issue. Chapter 12, Murder on Eddie Adonis. Elfie on Helen. Amelia's still on.
Hey, Inspector.
Hey, Amelia. What the fudge? Oh, that's pretty convenient. Tell you why it's sweeter than a cherry pie.
Oh, look here. I could use a new pair of glasses. Can't imagine where you misplaced your old pair.
Tell you why. Whoa. Polluting the planet. What's a gas transport really gonna be affected? Call the man and hurry pop. Tell you why. Of Bayton Pilot House. Yeah, welcome to Ariadama. Pilot House. Engineer.
Caught a real lucky break working on Aridanos. I could have been stuck on Terra too.
The Pilot House entrance, meteorological control center. To the Pilot House. I guess they control all the systems that keep this place habitable.
Sure he's not in the museum.
Even if he is, no one will think you dress
Taking
the
some
same
of the
as
best
him on
views of
purpose.
Ariadanos, please mind at the edge.
I was
don't
at
fall
breakfast
over.
first.
We will
If
no longer
anything,
have the count
he's
for missing
dressed the same as me.
persons or the personal
But we
belongings
can
people
part your
belong
hair
to.
on the other side,
Issues.
just in case.
Lollipop, tell you why. It's a field and a cherry pie.
I was nearly attacked by a terror ray on my way here.
Vacation deck.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh, that fool.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Discrepancy detected. Rizzo's company policy clearly states that all proprietary mascots must exhibit signs of physical life.
Which one is collarbone? I'm trying to find an exit one.
Excellent observation, Inspector. Have you deduced a possible cause of death?
No, they're not speculative, they're not tight.
Medical analysis complete. This mascot was likely killed by small arms fire at close range. The firearm is unique and does not exist in this unit's database.
Small caliber ammunition as well. Small caliber ammunition I've ever seen. These are small wounds.
Unusually small entry wounds indicate exotic weaponry. Closest approximations are 1. Incident involving a game of darts. 2. The Needler.
The Needler.
Yes, Inspector. The Needler. Bespoke handgun carried and wielded by Halcyon Hellen. Famously deployed by Halcyon Hellen in Terror on Monarch. This weapon was responsible for executing the Chief of the Savages, played by Spencer Woolridge.
Sorry, before we go, do you think he'd miss his outfit?
This unit is incapable of providing ethical advice. This unit is also incapable of answering rhetorical questions.
I think his thing is potential bonus, yeah. Ridiculous.
Timeline discrepancy. This empty bottle of spirits does not belong to any known corporate brand. Suspicious residue detected.
High concentration of ethanol. Someone's brewing moonshine with antiseptics.
Excellent deduction, Inspector. Imbibing of unauthorized beverages is strictly prohibited under Rizzo's company law. Ingredients include antiseptic alcohol, sucrose, and unidentifiable miscellaneous organic material. Closest match. Counterfeit spirits available at the Piraeus spaceport.
Spaceport, interesting. Birdie at the spaceport. Both quests lead to the spaceport.
Reminds me of Moreau's. Just a bit.
Hey, could I talk to you? Hey, you! I got something I need to speak with you about.
Dash woodlock.
Haven't seen you around before, but that ain't no problem. All are welcome at the Copper Bottom Cantina, so long as their bits are good, huh? Can I get you something?
See what you have on tap. How's it feel like you're in the bartender?
Yeah, so you notice that I'm a little off kilter, huh? Damn if it ain't been a while. I'm too old to run around anymore, but in my heyday, I used to play for the Rangers.
Ah yes, the classic career path. Tossball player to bartender.
Hey, when you tell a story, you're supposed to start at the beginning. Unless you're in media res, which is a storytelling crutch far as I'm concerned. Serial overuse. You get it? Wait, what was I saying? All right. Once I retired, I moved here to coach the team during training camp. And when I got too old for that, I started tending bar here.
Okay, anything interesting happen around here?
Nah. No, but some folks have been saying there was some kind of fight between a mechanical and some spacers last night. I didn't see it myself, and seems far-fetched. Deputy Wine Taster ain't exactly prone to wandering, nor are most other mechanical. There's a new Void Dan burn on my nice clean floor, but I think it's the doing of one of my customers.
Rum and something with the soda mixer ready to drink. Trip is stout. Iceberg aged whiskey. Purple berry shake. Purple berry juice Rizzo's. Fresh from frozen cold pressed purple berry juice. Batteries plus 1 minute. Rizzo's purple berry punch Rizzo. Growing a beverage contain purple berry and up to 3 other foods. Oh, is that it? Black hole birdie.
What do you want?
A black hole birdie, right?
Not so loud. How'd you know it was me?
I'm expecting a damn good one.
Yeah, that makes sense. You must be a good one to sniff me out. I'm in no mood to sign autographs, and I hate disappointing fans. So I'm lying low. You know, incompleto.
Incognito.
Oh, Yeah, I guess it's kinda neato. Oh, what's it matter? Helen's gone. She's gone and nothing I do will bring her back. I've been trying to find who did this. That's what she would do. Track down the killer and bring them to justice.
Well,
But I'm
saying
stumped.
Helen would.
And
with
not
Bellamy.
very clever. Being bright was always Helen's thing.
That was hard to solve her murder.
Oh, so you're the inspector. Hope you have more luck. You probably want to ask me some questions, huh? I'm sure you're asking. So...
What are you doing the night Helen died?
I was getting blotto with the rest of the Rangers. You know, soaked.
Drunk is the medical term.
The team noticed I was in a bad way when I got back to the hotel. When I told them Helen and I were Splitsville, they wanted to cheer me up. We were up the pole afore evening. The hotel staff said we was bothering the other guests on account of all the crying and yelling and practice body tackling. Zeke said we should move elsewhere, get some air.
Probably a good call.
We ended up at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. I think somebody wanted to pet a woolly cow? There was this one cow off away from the others. Zeke figured it'd be a laugh to get her drunk. One thing led to another, and I think we might have maybe, you know, stolen her.
Oh, God.
My memory's a little muddled after that. I guess me and the team got split up, because I know I was on my own at the pilot house for a time.
Could anyone back that up?
I reckon not. See, I went to the weather station. I was looking for where Helen stashed her data pad for safekeeping, right? She'd asked me to get it, Sure did. Only there was a guard out there who found me. She started yelling about how I was trespassing and in serious trouble. Thing is, it was real dark out there. So dark, she couldn't tell who I was. I wasn't keen on conversing, okay? I ran like the Rangers were down by... Yeah, I don't want to tell you. I'll get in trouble.
You don't want to talk to a good inspector, maybe inspector will change. Maybe a bad one will change your mind.
Good one, Captain. Oh, you're serious? You want me to be the bad inspector? Are you sure? Oh, you mean like an Against the Outlaw Kings? There's this scene where Agent Khan grabs a fella by the collar and really gives him what for. All right, you can do this, Parvati. Just do what Agent Khan would do. Now you listen here, Birdie. You've been giving us the runabout and I don't much appreciate it. Miss Helen's killer is still out there and we got every intention of hunting him down.
Whoa, you're not going to do the part where Agent Khan pulls a pistol on the suspect.
Voice actor did a good job.
Right?
Oh, you're not gonna...
You'd best tell us what you know. Because if any more innocent people die, that's gonna be on you.
That facial
You
animation.
understand me?
That makes it more funny.
More folks could die? You're joking. Law, I had no idea this was so big.
Was that too much?
It's a matter of other folks' lives, then. Look, I talked to Auric, okay? Auric West. Hangs out around the spaceport. He's the one who taught me the breathing exercises I use to calm down.
Thanks, I'll follow up with Auric.
Confidant is like... Don't get the wrong idea, okay? Auric's not a bad guy. He's just... got an unusual job. So now you have the whole story. Woke up the next morning with Helen's data pad in my hand and the hangover to end up.
A shot of Spectrum mixed in a Gigantor energy drink first thing in the morning. Works like a charm.
I think that probably counts as drinking, but thanks, ma'am. Anyway, you ought to take Helen's datapad.
Maybe
you'll have better luck understanding her. Either she was writing in code, or I'm dumber than a bag of hammers.
Yeah, I'll take a look.
Okay, I want to help you find her killer, Inspector. I knew Hellen better than anybody. And... I get it.
Alright, birdie. Wait, is this him in person? The hell?
Inspector, I'm pleased to hear. When Hellen was murdered, Bertie was nowhere to be found. The time... Try not to feel too bad for him. Bertie is a brilliant athlete. The universe has balanced his... Yes, I know about the woolly cow. Bertie himself was nowhere to be found during the incident. Ironically, be plain with me, Inspector. Understood. I'd like you to continue your investigation. I appreciate that. I'd rather keep Bertie within the public eye than let him languish. I'll make my report of your investigation into Bertie. Are you confident you've finished your investigation? Law speed.
What floor would you like to visit? If you...
Leon Hellen versus Lorraine. Power and subtext transfer. Thank you. All riddles, Rangers. My boy.
Ask me anything.
I learned a thing or two about activity.
Oh, have you now? Please do go on.
Tampering?
No. I just happened to be passing through the kitchen and saw a dish that looked good. If being hungry is a crime, you better indict 3/4 of Halcyon. What? That damned bellhop promised discretion. Well, if you must know, it's, an appetite suppressant. How do you think I keep my form so lithe? Terror glands keep me from feeling hunger pain.
Math contradiction. Well, we want to add another power.
Oh, well, there's... Maybe I just wanted to see what was in it. Oh, law. What a pathetic defense. As it so happens, I may not have had the terror gland acquired for personal use. I may have placed it in Bellamy's meal. But before you indict me, please, just listen. I wasn't trying to kill her.
That should be good.
Just listen to me, please. She would have had to eat 6 or 7 of the glands to die. And even then, it would be an extended, arduous process. No, really, you must listen. I wasn't trying to kill. I only wanted her to be incapacitated during the Brown unveiling. With her out of commission, the next available celebrity, myself, would get to host the unveiling. Please think twice about telling the administrator of my misdeeds. If he learns the truth, what's left of my career will be left in shambles. Tell him it was a poisonous... My law, if you aren't a sadist. If I have a coronary before you make your decision, I will do my utmost to haunt you.
Yeah. Okay.
What floor? Next stop.
Inspector. Excellent.
Yep.
Oh, I am disappointed. I'd always believed Mr. Woolrich a man of high character. It pains me to order the arrest and detention of someone I admired. I'd like you to continue investigating Hellen's murder. You've found the poisoner, but her killer remains at large.
Thank you. Go back here. That's why my power attack ain't working. Science weapon damage 342.
Oh no! That means you can still see it.
But anyone who sees it will know that you can afford the expensive stuff.
Internal anatomy crane examined.
That's a lot of containers. Is this just a distribution center, or you think they're planning something?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Transmission endpoint discovered. The receiver in this book matches the transmitter to the listening device found in Cedric's office. It's somewhat grime-covered.
It's on the ground.
Based on the accumulated mix of sludge and detritus, the receiver has been present since approximately a week before Hellen's death. Due to the high level of foot traffic in this area, this unit is
What was
Watch
that?
out! Gonna string you up by your guts.
Hi there. Sorry, this area is off limits to port vision. Sorry about that. Feel free to have a look around, sir.
Hey, you think they keep any spare parts down here? Just wondering.
Don't know, but I do gotta talk to someone. Oh, wow.
You're the inspector, aren't you? Boss Kincannon said you'd be by about the... Gosh, this is so neat. A real-life inspector. What's that like? Have you solved any mysteries yet?
Ugh. You're so enthusiastic, and yet your boss wants to kill you. Have you never shot someone?
Perps! Just like a real inspector! Right, so the missing cargo. How can I help your investigation? That's the weird part. There's no pattern far as I can tell. The thefts don't make sense. I ask you, who would steal a handful of Spacer's Choice Sabers, so dull they can barely cut mud, but leave the spectrum black? Ugh. Who'd be desperate enough to want to steal a Spacer's Choice Saber, full stop?
An idiot.
Ugh, nanner spank. Don't spit in my mouth and tell me it's banana flavored. Then there's the most recent theft. 5 boxes of pens and a couple of sodas. I can't decide which one's sadder.
I see what you mean about there not being pattern.
Wow. I guess you take this stuff pretty personally, being an inspector and all.
Well, that's the cargo.
Everyone here at Freight Storage and Processing, for a start. Thing is, the cargo is going missing before the shipments even get to the warehouse. Best I can figure, it's probably getting lost in the shipping yard. As for who has access there, Benton Chan, he's the shipping yard manager, he told me it's mainly just the loading automechs that handle cargo.
Maybe the problem with the automechs.
Could be. Those things will break if you so much as look at them funny. That's Benton's area. But last time I asked him to check the automechs, the whole head told me he couldn't help because he was dead. It won't bother him any if you have... Hopefully, you're mechanically inclined. Maybe they're keen on cashing out and want to go as painfully as possible. I don't know. Boss Kincannon's office is where he holds most of his meetings with important folks like Ms. Hellen. Just about all negotiations happen in his office too. Vendor pricing, major purchase orders, rentals for construction projects, you name it. Oh, before I forget, I figured you might want to access my terminal, so I wish you...
Ben, soda, and then where you get the energy to care about this shit intensely. I don't know. To tell you, pretty much the only ones that handle any cargo are the auto mechanicals. Now my father said to ask you if you probably could do that. Get that.
Thought I heard something.
Incoming!
Better take...
Don't mess with me. Well, this one's mine.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Inspector, this loading automechanicals programming does not match factory default settings. For Type K-19 cargo transport automechanicals, defensive protocol is triggered by attempted interference with cargo or its transportation. Once triggered, defensive protocol targets the perpetrator and applies lethal. There is a directive in place to initiate defensive protocol should an unsanctioned data log installed in this automechanical be removed. Slug automechanical maintenance records indicate this particular unit is frequently reported as
loading automechanical unit K-14 is fully... How can this...
Inspiration provide. Think you could disable the failsafe.
You got it, Cap.
Failsafe successfully disabled. Kill mode deactivated. Ejecting data log 17C. Apologies. This unit...
These bastards. That's what they be up to. All this suspicious crap happening.
Inspector, to what do I owe the pleasure?
You sadist. Nostalgia cargo skimming issue.
The original incident? Well, I made him an offer he should have refused.
Did you put Raptidon head in its bed?
What? No. Law, no. Why in the architect's name would you think that? Our combative relationship stems from paperwork, mundanely enough. Rizzo's contracted Sublight to construct the Eridanos atmospheric complex. Had Lou wanted Rizzo's to retain full control of Eridanos, he shouldn't have skimmed the revised contract I sent him. Lou's an administrator, for law's sake. I thought he would adore all the fine print I added. Think of it this way. It was a test, and he failed. It was all perfectly legal, too, which irked Lou to no end. My power grab, as Lou called it, planted the seed of hatred. And Lou, obsessed with what should have been, has made sure to water it daily. Alas, I can't. I am, first and foremost, the head of Slug, and it simply wouldn't be good for business. Slug's control of Eridanos is a crucial step in my long-term plans for Sublight. The board needs to see irrefutable proof we are a respectable, legitimate business.
I see.
Because one day soon, Sublight will obtain a seat on it. Meanwhile, our dear administrator is still laser-focused on old slice. He's grown increasingly desperate to catch Slug with our hand in the proverbial cookie jar as of...
Which of course you are.
I wish I could wink, but it always looks like I have something caught in my eye. Ooh, I love this part. The big reveal. So tell me, what happened?
You got serious security problem.
What makes you say that? Hacking the Automex. So that was our skimmer's game. But why? Everything that...
I don't want to. It was a cover-up.
So, our culprit had something specific they wished to acquire, and used the random theft as a smokescreen. I must say, Inspector, you've done excellent work on this case. Then that just leaves how the culprit knew where their true target would be, or indeed, that Slug would soon possess it.
Go down the desk, sneak, check your pocket.
Okay, that's very impressive. Don't ever touch me again. Am I right to think what you found in my office earlier was the other half of this listening device?
Yep, sure was. Where does it belong? With the culprit.
Not quite, Inspector. That listening device belongs to me. I lent it to Halcyon Hellen to assist her with role research.
And she used it to research slug shipments instead. Helen can't be behind it that she's dead. I get it, she died before she could deactivate the mech she hacked.
That, or she never intended it to stop. Impossible to know now. Unbelievable. I helped her. Gave her whatever she needed. I thought we were doing each other a good turn.
I doubt it was personal. You helped her make money for Slug, you mean? No good deed unpunished, eh, Cedric?
This is a betrayal, Inspector. I do not take betrayal lightly.
Are you going to kill her?
Helen should consider herself very lucky indeed that she is already among the dead. And that some other bastard beat me to putting her in the ground. Yes, I suppose we have. There is, however, a slight chronological incongruency to it. I now have a motive to kill Halcyon Hellen, but Halcyon Hellen is already dead. If I'd known Helen was stealing from me, I may very well have killed her, or had her killed. Alas, I did not.
Or maybe you knew beforehand and didn't want to get caught. So you waited to pretend to not know until I found the listening device.
Indeed. Incidentally, feel free to stop by after you clear me as a suspect. I won't even say, I told you so. Though I can't vouch for Eileen. I wish you luck with your investigation, though I doubt you'll need it. You'll find Helen's murderer. I'm confident of that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must find a way to excise my anger that minimally damages my business empire.
Go on. Okay, to do something. Alright, let's talk to this fool.
Inspector?
I looked into Cedric.
Closely, I trust. Tell...
What you found disappointed. He's got an alibi.
Of course he's got an alibi. He runs Sublight Underground. He probably starts his day by preparing half a dozen alibis. With that in mind, do you think Cedric was responsible for Helen's death?
Nope. I don't. I did notice that Spectrum Brown has that little worms in the picture of the loading screen. I also know that you're not doing anything about those psychopaths, and they're taking control of people, making them forced to be happy and happy to be Rizzo workers specifically. You work for Rizzo, which is different from Sublight. You had a dispute with the Sublight situation. You're losing. You seem desperate. I can see that.
No motive. That's disappointing. Unfortunately, even I don't have the authority to detain Cedric. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I've already lost Dr. Blossom and Constable Keene, but at least Cedric's alive.
I know who killed Halcyon Helen.
I've been waiting for this. Tell me, Inspector, who killed Halcyon Helen?
Bertie Holcomb, no. No, she's too narcissistic. Him, no. He likes torture and death, but he wants to make money more than anything. If he had known at the time, he would have killed her, but Helen was probably scoping him out for other reasons. Then Spencer Woolrick. No, he's too incompetent. You're the only one. You did. Ludwiko. Why he want to kill her? Well, Halcyon Helen seems to have gone all over the place unscheduled. And doing weird stuff, surveillance, looking like she was investigating. And then she was maybe killed for it, exposing those bug situation.
I beg your pardon. You think I killed Halcyon Helen?
I got approval, please. You know you're guilty from the moment you called me.
There's nothing to prove. I don't understand. Are you trying to make a mockery of justice, or are you really this incompetent? I expect you to deliver the name of Helen's killer. I expect you to deliver results, Inspector. And if you can't withstand, we're done.
Hi, yeah, asshole, because I saw the murder was you.
Keep being flippant with me. See how far it'll get you. You're convinced I murdered Halcyon Helen. Fine. Show me some evidence.
I don't need proof. My things having to be wrong. The entire investigation is a farce. We're done playing along.
Are you insane, or do you take me for a fool? No, I'm not. Wait, don't move a muscle. Someone's just tripped my alarm. The distillery is under attack. Someone's after me, Inspector. I need you over here. Forget what I said. I'm renewing your contract as of this moment. Damn it, someone's interfering with my transmission. Can you read the...
Whoever the real killer is, I got a feeling they're going after Mr. Ludovico. We need to
All right. I got nothing going on.
We should definitely go. As for helping him, maybe we take the wait-and-see approach?
From the depths of Terra 2 to the heights of Eridanos, there's no mess that your SAM unit can't unstick, unclog, or unsully.
Think of this as an opportunity to teach Mr. Ludovico the importance of compassion.
What floor?
Don't be you. Be better. Only place I haven't visited, ironically enough. Rizzo Spectrum. That's where they make the Spectrum vodka. That's why these two are connected. This is Rizzo's operation here. Or does it speed me up? Does it slow everyone down, or does this ability really speed me up? I guess you're...
We are just that.
Gosh, it's actually kind of cheerful. Almost makes you forget they're probably hiding a terrible secret in there.
Valued patron, to our splendiferous source of spectacular spirits and sweets. I see you've stumbled upon a little piece. Now that you've seen behind the scenes, I bet you're pretty thirsty. Well, not to worry. We have every flavor of Spectrum available to delight your palate. Please note that tour guests are limited to a maximum of 3 different Rizzo's flavor samples.
You can have my samples, Captain. I'm gonna pass on the mild hallucinations.
just wanted to make you smile!
I just wanted to make you...
Bring me down!
That's the last. Smile!
Distillation. Distillation. What the hell? Halcyon, Helen.
It's you. I had a feeling you'd catch up to me sooner or later, Inspector. I was just hoping you'd find me standing over the administrator's corpse.
What's going on?
What in law's name? Halcyon Helen, how are you still alive?
Oh, is that Ludovico I hear? Perfect. I'm so glad he's still in the building. Would you mind letting him know I'm about to blow his whole operation to flinders?
I saw this coming a mile away. No, that's a fair question. How you're still.
Brace yourself, Inspector. You're about to learn the biggest secret in the vaporwave industry. Halcyon Helen was never one person. I shared this role with my twin sister, Belinda.
Belinda?
That must have been her sister in the ballroom.
Oh, shit.
I can't imagine what she's going through right now.
Two people inhabiting the same life. Existentially challenging, philosophically speaking. My condolences. Must feel like you literally lost part of yourself.
Belinda and I were the best kept secret in the business. Nobody could tell us apart. And certainly not a peevish, petty, miserable little worm like Quentin Ludovico.
Okay, my
So when I discovered
suspicions
the truth,
are affirmed.
when I realized what Ludovico was about to unleash on this colony, Belinda paid the price.
Oh boy, I guess you're the more action-oriented one with the combat skills then. Oh boy, never. Sorry about Belinda. Use me to pin this mark on someone else. I don't like being used, Lou. I'm sorry about Belinda.
So am I. I'm sorry I wasn't there for her. I'm sorry I couldn't protect her. Killing the administrator won't bring her back. But it'll feel good.
I have no regrets. I did exactly what I had to do. I'd do it again. If it means defending Halcyon's future, I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Tell the truth, Ludovico. There's nothing safe about Spectrum Brown. You want to infest this entire colony with those disgusting parasites.
They're not parasites. These creatures are symbiotic life forms. They belong to the highest order of life form, capable of living in perfect harmony with humanity. The symbiotes evoke a feeling of joy in their host, a bliss so pure, so profound as to render the most exquisite recreational substance obsolete. Oh, don't you see, Inspector? I want to bring joy back to Halcyon. I want this colony to smile again.
Almost sounded like Joker there. They're not symbiotes. I've seen the way the infect behave.
A host only turns violent if they're carrying too many symbiotes, or if they see you as a threat. In its natural state, the relationship between symbiote and host is perfectly harmless. Listen to me. I never wanted to take a life, but I had no choice. I couldn't let anyone destroy this colony's only chance at real happiness. But what about
happiness?
Helen? What about all the
down to
innocent
that,
people
doesn't it?
she's killed?
No one I crossed off was innocent.
That was you in the lab. You killed Dr. Blossom.
Have you met Dr. Blossom? She was practically a reptile. A cold-blooded psychopath who toyed with human lives in the name of scientific advancement.
Yeah,
Leora
true.
Blossom wasn't a person. She was a weapon in Ludovico's arsenal. You call it murder? I call it disarming my enemy.
Rangers Massacre. How many people have you killed, Helen?
Ludovico murdered my sister, Inspector. He killed Belinda with his own hands. Dr. Leora Blossom, Maria Keene, that flackwit of a mascot. They were standing between me and Ludovico, so I did what I had to do.
Oh boy.
I went through them.
You killed Constable Keene. She was on your side. Wait, was Constable Keene killed?
She was on Ludovico's side. When she realized I was alive, she refused to stay silent. I gave Maria a chance. I told her about Belinda. I asked for her help, but she turned me down. She was honor-bound to report me to Ludovico. Maria had a duty to her company, and I had a duty to Belinda. We both did what we had to. But in the end, I was the faster shot.
What did he ever do to you?
The mascot was a spy working for Ludovico. He was ordered to keep an eye on Belinda and I, and report back to his master.
You're being paranoid. I barely knew the
Bellamy and
Don't try to
Belinda.
deny it.
Bellamy.
Anywhere Belinda and I went, that mascot was there, just watching us with those cold, dead eyes.
I'm pretty sure he wasn't working for the administrator. Pretty sure he was working for the administrator. Found him rummaging through your things.
That doesn't surprise me at all. He was... You know what you need to do. Help me avenge Belinda. Help me put a stop to this.
Don't listen to her. Listen to me. Throw in with Helen and you destroy Halcyon's only chance at real... Think of the future, Inspector. A lifetime of bliss and joy for every colonist in Halcyon. We can make that happen.
I'm with you, but that was my own wish. I'm with you.
It's a deal.
A far better choice than Ludovico, though Ms. Bellamy does seem a bit obsessed. But then again, some of us may have had a few issues with that ourselves.
We don't have a lot of time.
Not so fast. I've sealed the... I'm sorry to do this to you, Inspector. Truly I am. If it's any consolation, Helen has brought some remarkably powerful explosives. Your death should be instantaneous. Goodbye, Inspector.
Damn it. He sealed us in, but I think I know another way out. Follow me and stay close. Head through that door. There's another way out. There. I've opened that door for you. Looks like you sealed the door. Find that switch down there. That should get us through. We're close to the exit. We made it. Nice work, Inspector. We may have put a stop to Ludovico's operations, but he's still at large. He's probably gone into hiding, so we're going to root him out. This entire complex has been exposed to those parasites. Law only knows how many they've infected. Most of them won't even know they're carrying a parasite inside of them. If they're showing symptoms, it's probably already too late. Boundless energy, insufferable joy, an almost saccharine attitude of optimism. Then just like that, parasites bursting out of their bodies. Fat.
The detail. There might be something of pesticide, benign to humans due to the parasite.
You're a step ahead of me, Inspector. An airborne pesticide of some kind.
Get you
See
there.
you soon.
Let's see on Helen versus the brain. Okay then.
It's strange. When you walk through that door, I half expected to see Belinda. Belinda and I practically shared a life. Losing her feels like losing a limb. She's conspicuous by her absence.
Sorry, this must be difficult for you.
I appreciate the sympathy, Inspector. Thank you. I'll appreciate your help even more. We shut down Ludovico's distillation plant, but he's not gonna sit idly by. If he can't use Spectrum Brown to infect the colony, he'll resort to some kind of backup plan. I stole this formula from Dr. Blossom, a failed prototype of Spectrum Brown. Look at this. The prototype had the opposite effect, and actually made you immune to the parasite.
So your immune system could destroy the pressure for the larval stage.
Precisely. I see we're in your wheelhouse, Inspector. Or do you prefer Doctor? We're going to need 2 ingredients. A sample of essence of Sprat, and 1 intact pod of parasite eggs. Cedric's warehouse in the Perea spaceport almost certainly carries a batch of Sprat essence. As for the pod, I'd check the Wilderness Reserve if I were you.
It should be able to synthesize an effective anti-parasite.
You're a scientist and an inspector? You really are full of surprises. I borrowed a centrifuge from the research lab. Use the ingredients.
Easy enough.
I'm glad I could count on your expertise. Once you're finished, head to the pilot house. We'll hijack the control system and disperse the cure into the atmosphere. That should kill off most of the parasites.
Alright, Needler. Crew's help.
I like the way you think, Inspector. We could use another ally. I know Cedric. There's nothing he wants more than a chance to eliminate Ludovico. We could use him on our side. Best of luck, I'm not accustomed to talking about Belinda, but I'm also not accustomed to the kind of sympathy you showed me earlier. Belinda and I shared the role of Helen, but she was also the only person who knew the real me. To the rest of the colony, I'm Halcyon Helen, but to my sister, I was just Ruth. I could be myself around Belinda, and she could be herself around me. She was my only sister, but she was also my only friend.
Where are your parents at? Money.
Parents, naturally. An agent, a couple of directors. None of them had any reason to reveal the truth. To them, Helen was a brand. Revealing our secret meant damaging that brand. Damaging that brand meant losing money. Nobody in this colony wants to lose money. Belinda and I saw Helen as an act of theatric sleight of hand. We enjoyed the deception, the challenge. We wanted to see how far we could go.
You two became Halcyon's best paid young stars.
And if I hadn't underestimated Ludovico, you and I probably wouldn't be talking about Belinda in the past tense. We wouldn't be talking about her at all. It should have been me in that ballroom. Belinda died because I was careless. Never mind that. If you've got something else to ask me, now's the time.
Was it hard for Belinda to keep herself hidden like that?
No. Belinda enjoyed the secrecy. She could slip into the role of Halcyon Helen, attend social events on my behalf, perform a few stunts, deliver a few lines. And then, when she grew tired of all the people and all the attention, all she had to do was slip out of the role and be my sister again. She was the secret twin. She had a comfortable life in the shadows, an easier life. I made sure of that. What I want is my sister back, but I'll settle for killing Ludovico. I'm glad. It's a long story. It was supposed to be just another marketing job. Rizzo's wanted Halcyon Helen to be the face of Spectrum Brown. Some hideous concoction served with a dead parasite. All we had to do was spend a few weeks on Eridanos, shake some hands, sign a few autographs, drink a bottle of Spectrum Brown in front of a camera, and try to smile. Belinda didn't want to go. But I wanted a change of scenery. In any case, we couldn't possibly say no.
Why did Belinda want to go?
Belinda always hated endorsement deals. They felt cheap to her, inauthentic. She always believed her first priority was to our fans, and not the company that bought us out.
Okay, no, Helen was company property.
Belinda and I are Halcyon Helen. Halcyon Helen is a creative property owned by whatever company sponsors our latest picture. Rizzo's finance the majority of Terror on Monarch, which means they currently own 51% of Halcyon Helen. We were required by law to take the job.
You didn't hear that. I was wondering one thing's kind of wasn't bought and paid for.
Beware of hope. It's a dangerous emotion and will disappoint you in the end.
Disagree.
Belinda and I arrived on Eridanos and played our usual game of trading places. We were practically flawless. Even Ludovico didn't know. Belinda was unhappy for the first few days. But then she met Bertie Holcomb. Bertie treated her like a human being and not just an Aetherwave icon. They were just about perfect.
GeForce temper problem, I found has everyone picnic.
Bertie didn't know the truth about Belinda and I. He thought he was dating Ruth Bellamy, and Belinda... she didn't want to lie to him. He would have loved her anyway. Bertie is an uncomplicated fellow. I think Belinda wanted to keep it that way. Revealing the truth would have complicated both their lives. Belinda ended her relationship with Bertie all by herself. She didn't want to lie to him, and she couldn't tell him the truth. So she let him go.
Yeah, at the orchards.
Bertie has a dreadful temper. I was worried about Belinda for a while, but she told me he'd never lay a finger on her, and I took her at her word. Bertie wasn't the person I should have kept an eye on. It was Ludovico. I had a feeling Ludovico was hiding something. Belinda stayed busy socializing with the celebrities around the complex. That gave me some time to do a little digging. I saw everything. The test subjects, the parasites. Spectrum Brown was never safe to drink. Those harmless, dead parasites at the bottom of every bottle. They were just dormant. They would have sold out in a month. This colony loves novelty. They'll eat up any new product we toss their way. A new cereal, a new Spectrum flavor. Ludovico knows that. From Emerald Vale to Byzantium, a parasite in every brain and a grin on every face. Every last one of us trapped behind a mask of joy. That's what Ludovico wants.
Ludovico realized what you were up to. He thought you'd explore his plans.
I was careless. I was risking Belinda's life every step of the way, and I never even realized. I wish it were that easy. Was there something else you wanted to talk about? Yes, Inspector. I did. Leora Blossom and Maria Keene were on Ludovico's side. They chose to stand between me and my sister's killer. I had to cross them off.
What will be happening between you and Constable Keene?
Would you believe me if I said I gave the constable a chance? Maria said I was guilty of corporate sabotage, and that she had a duty to report me. She told me how sorry. Maria was defending my sister's killer. If someone murdered one of your crew in cold blood, what would you do?
Oh, destroy them. Might get murdered, and isn't gonna change that. I don't have any Christians, me. Would have made them pay.
So you do understand. Was there anything else?
I think it's yours.
Yes, this is mine. I'd kept notes on everything I suspected, everything I'd discovered. It's all here, all in code. Belinda and I... we had a secret way of communicating. Words and phrases that had a special meaning to us. Numbers. Only 2 people in the universe knew that language. That's kind of you. Thank you. You don't know how many times I relived this moment in my mind. Ludovico decided to eliminate me. He programmed Burbage 3001 to fire on his command and disabled the security cameras in the ballroom. Only, he didn't know about Belinda. I'm sure he thought it was my skull he caved in with a bottle of Spectrum Brown. Burbage covered his blow with the plasma shot, and then Ludovico wiped his memory.
Wait, that's when you did to hunt him down.
I don't think he expected you to be so competent. In the end, hiring you may have been his undoing. You were always hot on my heels, one step behind and catching up. I realized I'd have to throw in with you or eliminate you.
You would have lost that fight.
I like your confidence. Take that with you when you hunt down Ludovico.